face off. It's like,
it looked like there was a portrait you would take. Let me
nigga zoomed in, man.
Let me get half the eye.
Have you not seen the goddamn picture we put in the groups?
That was your good
zoom
side.
in.
That was your good side?
Every side, my good side. I'm handsome.
Stunningly. The only thing I want to know, Todd, like when you took it and before you hit submit, what was going through your mind?
I'm going to kill him with this.
Damn.
Just to kill him. He took it 18 times, too.
All right.
How many times it took you?
One.
One take.
Except in the booth. One take, Jay.
One take Todd.
One take, Todd.
Stunningly.
There you go. I like that.
One take
Todd. Hey, Joe, how many times you take a picture? And like it.
I
Never. That nigga don't never like
Damn,
pictures.
who
Bro.
this? Get that nigga. Get that
Nigga
nigga.
hate pictures, man.
Look at that nigga looking like himself.
No, you know what I'm saying? Did it once, man. That's it. And sent it. That's it.
And that was something for you to put out for the world.
I ain't never seen Target. That nigga quiet though.
But no, I'm just saying though. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, what the fuck you do with Instagram? What's the purpose of Instagram?
Not taking selfies.
I take dope pictures.
For a man.
Oh, let me ask you something.
Mm-hmm.
Since when do I need lessons on how to be cool?
Since when you need lessons?
Since you've been not being cool.
Well, you don't.
Since you was dancing in DC, you need lessons on being cool.
For one, I've never
from everyone.
For one, I've never needed lessons like just life.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So why the fuck are you telling me how to be cool?
But
I don't need lessons on how to be cool.
But my
who
thing
does?
is,
Who does? You trying to say somebody does?
Why do you nigga trying to make us fight?
Right, but I
ain't say no names.
I'm finna go totally from that. But
I ain't say no names.
I've always thought you was a cool guy.
I ain't direct nothing nowhere.
So when you step outside of coolness, then I interject.
Okay.
Because let me say this.
No. Stop. Stop where you are. Stop right there. Stop right there.
Okay.
Quick intervention.
Your opinion.
Y'all realize
that wasn't cool. To Joe.
That wasn't cool.
Okay. All right. So if one person who is
It wasn't one.
Again,
how many people are here?
I love how these niggas just say, "Why are you trying to make us fight?" And just started fighting.
We're not fighting.
It's funny. I ain't even say no names.
But
I ain't say no names or nothing.
Somebody told me that they was like, Huda and Stock, y'all the parents, and y'all got to break up the kids fight.
Whoever said that, shut the fuck up.
I get so tired of Stock and his stupid ass friends and stupid ass opinions. Hang on.
I just want to be. They want to be friends with Stock because Stock is so cool, right?
Just because your ass like Stock, leave me the fuck alone. Shut the fuck up. I get tired of hearing your dumb ass opinion about what the fuck I said.
Get it off your chest, B.
And I believe I got a good chance of knowing exactly what the fuck you look like.
This gonna be a good.
How they look?
I don't think you do because
I'm not gonna say that.
I don't think you do because honestly, it's never like the same person. I told you I got about 30 feedback a minute.
He's popular. He's a pretty popular guy.
He's a pretty popular guy.
30 feedback in a minute.
I got a 30 feedback a minute.
That's a pretty high feedback to minute ratio.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it, Stock.
He don't want to give it to me, but you welcome, nigga. He won't.
But still, hey, feedback this. Fuck you. Just put it out there.
There go my boy.
My boy ready. Here we go. You're tuning in to the Dummies Podcast. I'm Stock.
I'm Joe.
I'm Todd.
I'm motherfucking Hootie, man.
And we back like we never left because like we say every week, we never leave.
You bitch.
It's episode 69. It's Saturday, February 1st. Y'all ready? It's the first of the month.
Hey, wake up.
Checks and get up. But by the time y'all hear it, it'll be the 3rd of the month. The Super Bowl has been to happen. We like Back to the Future, nigga. Marty McFly, you dig? Yep. Yeah, we feeling good, feeling great, man. It's a Saturday night and we vibing in this thing, man. The Dummies is back, man. Well, yeah, how you feeling?
Episode 69.
Right for Valentine.
You freaking fucks finna begin doing.
Overrated, underrated.
Nasty boy.
Overrated.
Overrated. Needed. But I mean, you gotta do it once.
I don't think it's needed to try it, but once you try
once
it,
you do that shit, and that shit sounded real cool when you were young. But then after you realize, look how Todd looking like shit.
I still did it. In my opinion, yeah. I'm with baby.
In my opinion, you can't focus on your pleasure because you trying to.
If she doing what she doing right, you might stop. You know,
if she doing what she doing right, I'm gonna drop her ass.
Right?
Why you set it up?
I have a problem not being able to hear. So you got, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like being in a space where you like, I don't even like being in the gym with my music because I can't.
Because you can't, the surroundings.
I need to hear what's in my surroundings, so you ain't finna lock them motherfuckers. You got your little thigh kneecap around my shit.
And then it be like a suction cup.
You need to hear Big Moan Moan, goddamn. Big Moan
Get your
Moan.
ass off me. I want to hear.
What you listening for? At a time like that, what are you listening for?
I don't know shit. Well,
I like to talk.
at the time,
I like
shit,
to talk. I want to hear you.
I might have been about to get caught doing some shit.
You're
or something.
talking there, nigga.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Big freaky nigga.
You ain't supposed to be talking why you doing that in the first place.
Shit.
Nigga,
You
just
talking?
How you talking work?
He probably
You-
I ain't talking about crushing that.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm talking about that too.
Stupid
No.
motherfucker.
I can do that too. You're not a multitasker.
You talking and eating?
He's spelling
Yeah.
he's spelling the alphabet.
Shit, you got an extra.
Yeah.
That nigga got extra mouth. Hey,
Yeah, you got it. There you go.
I like that fried chicken you cooked this bud.
No.
I see why I took some of your shop.
Oh, whoa.
Because I was done.
I see why I took your
Gave you
shop.
my Chicktionary.
I'm talking shit. This is a podcast. God damn it.
That's what's
man.
supposed to happen.
Y'all done got me in trouble on this Monday.
Creating content only.
What did you mean?
And I also see why you didn't take some of mine. She tried to, but
You was that nigga like that?
I wasn't talking.
Damn. Big sip.
I'm just gonna drink out the cup on that.
Hey, you ever been around a nigga who thought that it wasn't going down? I mean, I had a homeboy one time. I ain't gonna say who. He was like, shit. I know my old lady ain't cheating. I can tell by the way. I can tell by how, you know what I'm saying? But then in reality, it was like, everybody was like, we knew goddamn boy, somebody else was sticking a log in him, but
I done told a homeboy and he ain't
Bill?
believe me. Y'all ever told a homeboy who ain't believe y'all?
No.
No,
you ever delivered the news?
I had to deliver the news. And niggas just say, nigga ain't it's my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell my homeboy.
No, tell me, but I tell y'all.
My homeboy told me.
And that's what I'm saying. It was a close homeboy like that.
Okay.
So I can tell what
Let me
happened.
tell you what my
You
home-
said something, and he went back and told her, and then she.
No, I told him. He was like, nah.
Hey,
that
don't
shit
you
ain't
hate that homeboy?
That nigga there.
Like you try to like look out for him, he go back. Stock said,
Oh, stop.
Damn,
Okay.
bro.
Don't put no names in this. I ain't gonna put no names.
And
But
then
look,
y'all shit got to be different.
tell you,
but
But
I
also that can be a way why a nigga don't believe you because you
But
ain't
I-
giving them all the details. Like I know, but I can't be.
have
like,
you ever been a homeboy that got it told to you? Oh,
Nigga,
y'all
that's
are
cool.
cool. Let me tell you. I got the shit told to me. And let me tell you how it went.
Nigga told you
My
nigga was
homeboy
crushing.
called me. He know who he is. I'm gonna tell him I told this story too. He called me. It was high school. He was like, "Hey man, come on, I'm finna come get you." I'm like, "All right, cool." You know what I'm saying? I get in the car. You know what I'm saying? I'm in love at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking this is the one. I get in the car. We not like this. Soccer. He like, shit. You know, I gotta tell you something. Like, fuck, why the shit so dramatic? It's like on the movies when the lights, you know, it's dark. The lights perfectly lit. You know, such and such. I just crushed.
Damn. Oh no, directly?
Huh?
oh, it was
So direct information. I ain't never had
But,
the
hey,
direct
I
info
have
either
to
way.
respect it to this day because it was real. Like he came straight to the scene and told him, "Hey, victim,
How you respond?
I'm the victim."
How you responded?
I was hurt. You got me? Oh my God.
not Keisha.
That was my first experience. See, at that time, I thought women was,
Did he know he was
I
getting?
thought women was on the straight and narrow, but what I realized was, and then what the hardest part was trying to act like I didn't know. Cause I want the nigga, like I was triggered. I ain't go back and be like, hey, such and such told me. So I had to play like I didn't know for like a month.
a whole month.
Yeah, she was like, why you been acting different lately?
So you still had to act like you liked her?
Bimbo.
And I didn't,
No.
it's high school, so I ain't have to see her. Nothing.
Nah, I ain't buying you your pizza today. Buy
Yeah,
your
there
own
you go.
motherfucking
I ain't
pizza.
buy the juice.
Buy me a pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't got no dollar today. Fuck
I ain't
you.
never had direct
But
contact.
what was crazy was she was like, I was like looking at her. She was like, why can't we be together? And I'm like, be together. And I'm looking at her. I'm like, damn.
We wasn't together when you.
Yeah, but I couldn't say that. See, that sound like something you'll go say. Look, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
No, that's why it's hard to deal with that direct contact.
Man, how your week was? Y'all got me.
direct contact. I never dealt with.
I don't know how many minutes in, and I can't even.
I don't know how to deal
with
with it. Week was cool, man. Busy week, work week. It's whatever, man. Ready for the Super Bowl. Nothing spectacular happened. I've been chilling. You know what I'm saying? How about you, Todd?
Oh yeah, man. This week, I've been really trying to reach out to everybody just to, reassure them that I love them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Send out text messages, phone calls, just checking in. It doesn't even have to be a purpose for it, Aside from that, man, the week, work, of course.
Sound like life.
Right. Joe, what about you,
We ain't going to be working too much longer. I just feel that shit.
I feel it, too.
Shit overrated.
The week was, down week, of course, of what everything happened. But going back to I would spend my time telling people, hey, man, you love them. Like, it was some people I wasn't talking to that I reached out to, like, hey, blah, 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 what's up? Right. But you threw that in the group chat. And, I made a joke because that's what we do. Right. But I felt the same way you felt. Right. But I think I say that to say, like, we shouldn't have to tell each other, but we still should. Like, all y'all niggas know I love y'all, and all y'all feel, and I know the same way.
For me, like, that's how it is. It be known.
Yeah.
Like, it's known.
When it's known, it's known, but you still
need to say it.
You still need to say it. We don't say it enough.
Right.
And even though we got all this video, all this stuff, like, I'm big on taking pictures with your loved ones, man. Because when they gone,
that's all
it ain't no more taking no more pictures. Like, people that are gone.
You like pictures?
Come on, man. I'm in my moment right now. Leave me alone.
I just asked, do you like pictures?
Get that nigga, B.
Even in your moment, nigga, I can be a friend.
And
even the blurry ones.
And as long, but if Hood is in the picture, I mean, he ain't taking a picture. We good.
You laughing real hard, Tar. Your ear about to fall off.
I'm sorry, man. I ain't mean to.
No.
I didn't say it.
You laughed hard, though. It go to the nigga who laugh hard.
Before you finish that, though, you know why niggas do that? When shit get
too serious.
When shit get like real serious,
you gotta loosen it up.
Yeah, man. They gotta get a joke.
That's why I told Ty, like, bring me some hot sauce or something. Right. I would always get too real in here.
No, for real, straight up. Go ahead.
But like, once they gone, like, you go looking for pictures, like, damn, I really, like, this is my real deal friend for life. Right. And I didn't take X amount of pictures with them. I don't have those memories.
That's true.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And they went back to, I wanted to bring it up later, but like, it's a Google Super Bowl commercial that's going to come up by this older guy. And he was just saying, hey, Google, remember that me and Susie, his wife that has passed, we did this. And, just in case he didn't forget and bring up the pictures. But, like, those memories, like, say you see a picture of you and Stock in the club. You going to remember everything y'all did that whole night. Even if you ain't thought about it in years, that shit going to come up immediately.
Right.
So, man, just.
You know what? We should go to the club tonight. I'll take some pictures of you.
I'm not going to the club, but we can take a picture.
Somewhere.
Like trying to get somebody in a club.
Come on, let's go.
Let's go to a bar.
It can be a bar.
Yes.
Like Hush or
the
something.
club is the worst shit in the fucking world.
The last time I seen a club that Huda wanted me to go to, the next day it's like,
shut up.
55 people shot in there. I'm like, get out. I ain't trying to make a light of that shit, but that's just, I ain't got time for them kind of
I don't want to be around no
not that.
Niggas.
Something like a Hush or something.
I'll do a Hush.
Yeah, that's what I mean by a club.
We'll find a spot.
Yeah.
In that area.
Yeah, it like y'all said, man, it was definitely a reflective week. I just feel the vibes from all my friends, all my people, man. You know what I'm saying? Just talking to everybody.
Dummy.
Everybody you just connected to, you know what I'm saying? Just hearing people, talk about the situations and everything that everybody was going through. It just was a reflective week, man. And the thing that I thought was dope about this week was, I don't usually like trends, like social media trends, but I was really digging the girl dad.
Yeah, me too.
The girl dad was that.
That shit was dope. Know what I'm saying?
I was surprised you ain't post. I mean, I know because who you are, but it was for you.
Yeah, well, yeah, I thought about it.
And you too.
Yeah, I thought about
it.
You
too.
No,
not you. But, yeah.
Kind of.
Well, it was supposed to be for dads that only had
girls.
Right. But I didn't care about it either way.
I like them, but I ain't going to post in that manner. That's just not
how because that ain't how y'all do.
But that's why I said I like it because,
like
so much we see stupid shit, hot sauce challenge, set yourself on fire challenge.
Right.
And then to see all these kings come out, you know what I'm saying, all my brethrens come out, you know what I'm saying, posting they little ones. You know what I'm saying? Posting them active. And then a lot of the people that I saw doing it was people that I know do it. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't just do it because it was a challenge. You know what I'm saying? Right. They did it because they did. And I thought that was dope and I liked that shit. So.
But I mean, personally, like, I didn't like the clarification. Like I said, it wasn't for you. I didn't like that.
Yeah.
You posting with Taylor, you have a daughter.
Right.
What you mean? I ain't see that part.
Well,
no, it was going around. Some people
originally they
like,
clarified it where it's just for fathers who only have girls.
And I got tired.
girl.
And I got tired of.
I was like, man, fuck that. This man still has a daughter. You
I'm
know
a girl
what I'm saying?
dad.
Yeah, he's still a.
Let me say this real quick. I hate negative motherfuckers.
The internet gets
Like,
smart and stupid.
I hated seeing people like say the stupid shit that, oh, just because Kobe passed don't mean you should have been spending time with your kid. If that's what made you. If that's what made you wake up, it's never too late. I'm gonna tell y'all why. I told y'all this before. But when my dad passed, we was actively working at trying to mend that bridge.
Right.
At that time when it happened, it wasn't a thought of it. Like, it was an angry period in my life. Like, fuck that nigga on. And it wasn't, when I said an angry period, it wasn't like a mad. It was just like, oh, fuck him. I don't know who that is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But as I got older, I realized the challenges and trials and tribulations that I was finna go through. And like you said, something you said earlier, to somebody who was rocking with us, the OG that was in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you can tell us stuff that I don't know.
Right.
Bro could have told me stuff that I didn't know. You see what I'm saying? And I wanted that knowledge of things that I didn't know. So I was actually got excited about it. And in the process of trying to build it, he passed. So shut the fuck up, man. Don't tell somebody when they can mend and bridge a relationship.
Right.
If you don't have nothing positive to add to something that's positive, sit the fuck out. It's cool. You don't have to say nothing on everything.
It's all about the likes, man. You know that. I keep, man, I'm telling you, they gonna take that shit away from Facebook.
They just want some kind of reaction.
They not, because that's what drives you to it. But that's what creates that atmosphere for people to say dumb shit. Yeah. Like somebody said today, and it took everything in my power not to like say something on their comments. I'm trying to stay away from that shit. But he was like, it shows that LeBron isn't the greatest because he lost, and Damian Lillard like went ham. Like, man, you don't know what the hell that man was going through.
What they had? That shit they played last night or something? Or what?
Yeah, last night.
Last night they played. The Lakers played.
But they lost. But Damian,
man, that man went off.
He went for like 48.
23 in the third quarter.
And what they got to do with
shit had nothing to do with like nothing.
Bruh, I'm not playing that. I mean, them niggas was like, for real. Like, we know of Kobe. That nigga knew Kobe. Yeah. Right. That's something different. Right. I'm not going out playing no game and like, a nigga I call my brother just died. Fuck off. Yeah. I don't give a fuck what I put up. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. And if they listening, cause shit, they follow me and I think they listen, but.
So you know this person directly.
Fuck you. That shit was dumb.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to put it on social media.
Right now he's giving you lessons on how to be cool.
Don't put it on social media.
Damn, Smoke.
I just got it.
It wasn't even Smoke this time. Smoke chill
down. He said this time.
Yeah, it wasn't Smoke this time.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's like, it's just a week, man. If people don't like it or they don't want to hear it, then, you know, this might not be the week to listen to the Dummies, cause it's just so much, that I saw come out about Kobe. You know what I'm saying? We seen, everybody reflect this week. And I hate to stay, I ain't gonna even say hate to it. I just saw so many people chiming in. And one of the things that I saw was, the Honey Badger. He basically was saying, I'm not listening to y'all no more. This is his tweet. He said, I wasted a whole decade arguing about Kobe and LeBron and Michael. And Kobe's last tweet was thanking/congratulating LeBron. And he said, we not hating no more. Even on the smallest level, we simply going to appreciate going forward. I saw Kobe interview where he was talking about Jordan. And in the middle of the game, he asked Jordan, hey, how you feel the defense? And in the middle of the game, Jordan telling him like, hey, you got to do this. You see what I'm saying? He had many conversations with Jordan. We see Kobe had many conversations with Bron. So while we sitting here debating and arguing and fussing, and some people literally take it to heart. Right. Some people just understand that we're all arguing that these are great people. We're just trying to say who's the greater. Right. But in that sense, these people were admirers of each other. Kobe said he went to Kareem. He went to Magic. He went to Jordan because those were the best they were the greatest at their craft. I don't want to go talk to nobody who's not the greatest.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bron said the same thing. I'm talking to the people who's the greats. I do kind of feel it. I think it is a point where we argue so much about taking it to football. Drew Brees, Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady,
right.
Peyton Manning. And sometimes we argue so much and some people get biased and stop liking individuals just because they want to be biased to who it is that they like. I think it is a time to just admire people who are just great at what they do. I don't know if y'all saw that. I don't know what y'all thoughts are on that, but I was just kind of thinking about that.
I mean, just keep it 100. Like, I like the debate. Like, I'm not going to sit up here and lie and say that I thought Kobe was the best player ever. No, he's one of the greatest. Still is. But that doesn't change. But I would say, hey, Jordan's my favorite. And I argue that Jordan was my favorite based on my bias. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like in a barbershop, I think I was telling y'all earlier, like, if you start talking about Jordan, Kobe, LeBron, there's no right or wrong in that. It's your opinion. You can say, oh, well, my person did this. Well, my person did this. LeBron has more points than Kobe, so is he better? Well, Kobe won 5 rings and he has a better finals record. Jordan went 6-0 in the finals. Like, you can always make a point to the person that you like. So I don't mind the debate. I know it has to change because, you know, people die and but we still say who's the best rapper. And people put in Pop, Big. It's nothing like, don't exclude him from it. Stop having the debate because, like people said, he would want you to.
Yeah, I mean, I got a chance to see that shit too, and it did make me realize that that's what we've been doing for God knows how long, since Kobe first came in, since Bryant first came in.
A good 20 years.
Right.
25.
We've just been debating the fact of who's better when they're all amazing. Great. Right. You know what I'm saying? At their own ways and in their own ways.
And had different approaches to it. Like when you think about
frames, so you know, it made me to realize.
And when you think about stats,
great is great.
Stats in itself can be subjective.
Numbers lie.
Like Kobe interview with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson.
Oh, that was so dope.
Shouts out to them boys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Showtime something.
Yeah,
all the smoke.
He was saying how like I sat on the bench for my first 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like Kobe Bryant sat on the bench. You know what I'm saying? So stop. Like you can't use stats as a number. Stats can be subjective. You know what I'm saying? So
going back to the like at the barber shop, he was like, yeah. The guy was like, hey, Kobe only averaged like 7 points his first 3 years. And he was like, Jordan didn't do that. But I was like, shit, Jordan was in college.
It's weird that that's the kind of stats nigga got to go find and discredit what you do.
But the thing is, Jordan was in college those 3 years. You don't know what he would have done in the league.
Well, they say first 3 years in the league.
Right. But Jordan went to college. I mean, my man came in the league at 17. Like, you don't know what a 17-year-old Jordan would have did in the league. He might not, and especially a coach that didn't like him.
That's crazy.
Or didn't want him.
Well, I think he said that he just didn't want to show favoritism, so he went the whole opposite way, was what Kobe said.
Right. But he said the nigga had to get hurt before he even got off the bench.
Yeah.
So,
but also, like, Wilt averaged 50 for a whole year.
Then they have other arguments that he was only playing against mailmen. So argument is an argument.
Do you think Wilt could average 50? No niggas averaging 50 in today's league. I don't give a fuck who you are.
At the end of the day, it's all subjective, man. And
Wilt averaged 50 in a year. But like you said, he was playing against niggas that had another job.
Right. Big ups to Tyronn Matthew, though.
That was dope. Y'all see, staying here, Kobe. A lot of people have expressed interest, and there was a petition going around for Kobe to be the new logo of the league. I know it's early, and I know we don't want to tread too far over there, but do y'all think that there's some validity to that?
I think it's a lot of smoke at this point. Deserving of it, that's, again, one of those subjective things, depending on what you're going to base it behind. Kobe was a great athlete. He was a great basketball player. That's the face of the entire league. You know what I'm saying? That logo. When you see that, you know what it is. You know what I mean? So it's a dope idea. I'm a Kobe fanatic, so I'm for it. You know what I'm saying? So I got bias with it. So we'll see. You know what I'm saying? I hope that's the case.
I'll wrap it up. Go ahead, Huda.
It's tough because I look at it based on, I was listening to what Todd said. Based on what Todd said, because he was one of the best players. And at the time, was Jerry West one of the best players when he became the logo?
He was Mr. Clutch. That was his name.
You can say
Gotcha. And so I look at it like, if you change it at this point, and I hate to argue this point because it feels like you're arguing against Kobe, but I feel like if you change it now, you'll have to change it again and again and again. Because if Jordan passes, will you have to change it? When LeBron passes, will you have to change it? Well, when whoever, and I get that they didn't pass in this way, in this form, but that's what it's based off.
But not necessarily, because you still got Jordan and his thing on sneakers. That's going to always be there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Could it be a different logo?
But
of Jordan.
But what I was going to say was, should it be Jerry West? No. But like,
it depends on what you, if it's, I feel like if it's your logo at this point, it's your logo and it's your brand and it's like,
but it's a player. But how you skip over Magic and Bird? How you skip over Jordan? Like, how you skip over Jordan? It can't be the jump man. It can't be.
And that's what I don't think it was simply based off talent when they picked it.
But see that,
because I mean, just being transparent, like nothing advanced the NBA more than Magic, Bird in their era, and Jordan.
But is that what your logo is based off? Based off previous.
If you're gonna change it, it should be what's most important to your league.
And that's why I said what I said, because if you look around, everybody who's playing the game today looked up to Kobe and his work ethic. All of that stuff that, it's a global thing.
But Jordan made it global.
Right. Kobe looked up to Jordan.
That's true. But you still, you can't change the jump. I think that just exists. You know what I'm saying? So you can't put that as an NBA logo.
I know. So
he has something already. Is what I'm saying.
I don't care if you get him drinking water. Like
that he has a logo. Is what I'm saying. That logo, you see that, it's Jordan. You see what I'm saying?
I think you should take Jerry West off of it, like completely. Just no player, just make a NBA symbol, basketball going to hoop, whatever.
That's at this point, that's the logo, and that's been the logo for as long as it's been. I understand what you're saying. Like, if you have to change it now, you're going to have to continue to change it. And I don't think the logo should be based on who's most important, because most important in a league like the NBA is going to always change.
Keep changing. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't even like to say it like that, because if you say most important, why this person more important than this person? That just creates arguments. I can understand the NBA if they decide to change it. And we have to be fair to the NBA. The NBA, actually, people have been voicing for years that the NBA changed. Way before this was, this even happened. This has been a thing for a long time for the NBA to change it. I get logos. I've never seen McDonald's. I get that it's a person. I've never seen McDonald's change their logo. Right. Burger King has had the same logo. Nike, they either gonna put Nike with the swoosh or just the swoosh. That's their logo. Right. You know what I'm saying? So Adidas, they got their logo. So sometimes when brands are branded,
that's what it is.
That's what it is. So.
Man, the only thing is, man, if you say your top most influential players, man, how long you got to go before you get to Jerry West?
But is that what it's based on?
But again, that's not what it's based on.
Was it just like, hey, we love this photo of this photo. We're going to make this our logo.
Mm-hmm.
It matched.
And honestly,
it's
people,
a cool, you know what I'm saying? But it should have been changed.
And honestly, what I told somebody was the NBA is as big as a brand that it is, and as big as a brand as it has been for as many years as it has been. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people, I know everybody at this table probably knows, but there's a lot of people who don't know who the fuck the logo is. They don't know who that is on that logo. So when you say that, like, again, about the most important person, or is Jerry West, was he ever the best? Maybe not. But I don't think people,
because when you look at it, it just looks like
I've never even
it just looks like a person. You don't really know that's Jerry West.
We know it's somebody playing basketball.
Right. Exactly.
What we know.
So. But
last thing, we're all parents here. Did y'all see?
My man keep making me a parent.
I mean, even if you're
got a
not,
dog.
nigga, you got a
You on your
sister
way.
that you 95
way,
years
baby.
older than
You
you.
on your way.
Shit, nigga, you a parent. Nigga, you don't, you probably tell your sister, say yes, sir, to you and shit. Nigga.
Hell no.
But you,
Dummy.
he just, I was fussing about, don't you curse around me or something like that. Your mama got mad.
Did y'all see the reason why, and I don't, we don't have to stay here long, but as a parent, it kind of hit a little different.
Yeah.
But did y'all see why my man was taking private helicopters in the first place?
Yeah.
His daughter's basketball games, or was it more than
Oh
that?
man, Master P is he should shut the fuck up.
Damn, hold on. Can we wait?
But I'll say after you say that.
I don't even know why you said that, but I really
No,
want to know.
think about how wild that is, and I'll tell you
Okay.
after he says exactly what he about to say.
Okay.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I just was,
My name is stunned over that bit.
my man was just saying that LA traffic was so heavy and it takes so long, and he wanted to go to his daughter's play and he couldn't make it to her play. He missed the whole play. We've all been at work, try to get up to where we got to get up to, and been late or something. You know what I'm saying? But he said he couldn't make it to the play, and it literally hurt him.
Heard him, right?
You know what I'm saying? He was like, he started looking into alternative ways. Ooh, I can train, still be at basketball, take this 15-minute chopper ride, and I'm there. And it was so important to, not only am I a basketball player, but it's also important to be a dad. I want to be able to drop my kids off. His wife he said, even told him, no, I could drop them off. He was like, nah, this is important to me that I drop my kids off every day at school. He wanted to be a part of the day-to-day life, and that's kind of where the helicopter came from.
That's super dope.
I think it was more. Well, we probably listened to the same one, but it was like the picking up part. Yeah, like I'd rather spend that 45 minutes instead of driving, picking up my kids and spending that 45 minutes in the car because I'm on the road. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I want to be. Hey, I'm still their dad. So it, like Stock said, Vanessa was like, shout out to Vanessa because there's no telling what she's. I mean, that's
got to be tough right now.
yeah. I mean, unbearable. But she was like, no, I'll do it. I know what you got going on. Cool. You're like, no, that 45 minutes means the world to me. But I said, and then I go even further, like, fuck Master P. And I would never say that because I thought he was one of the most amazing people in the world. But he was like,
what did you say?
because he talking about this too, like, well, he shouldn't have been doing a helicopter. Like, money makes you change the way you do things. And that.
Did he have an alternative route to make him be able to be there for them 45 minutes?
No, he was just saying if he didn't have that money, he wouldn't have been on a helicopter.
I agree, but if you do have it,
He'd have been driving. But
I wish everybody could have it.
if my money allows me to spend more time with my child, shut the fuck up, Master P. Nigga, you in New Orleans. Like, nigga, Lil Romeo ain't have to be nowhere. Fuck you.
Two things. I'm gonna start with that.
Wait, the PB.
When
I fuck you up.
New fight.
right, every week.
Number 12.
Maybe what he was saying was, I get what you're saying. Money does make, you bend the rules a little bit with money. So maybe that's what he was going with that angle. I get it, but I still wouldn't have said that
That's
shit
not
in
bending
this
the
moment.
rules, though.
Well,
I don't know why you
if
said
nobody else was flying in that fall, then he shouldn't have been flying. That's just something that's known.
That's totally different.
I don't think that.
But that's what I'm saying. And that's probably where he was going, where he was going.
I agree, but I don't think
saying.
that's what. I don't know if that's.
No, he was saying he shouldn't have been like taking helicopters regularly.
Okay, well, that's your. I ain't finna fight that with him, but that's yours. I'll let you have that fight.
Yeah, I think.
If
I
I
mean,
can,
'cause, man,
But
if I can do it right now today, and I can drop my kids off in the helicopter and
Absolutely.
see them every single day for 30, 45 minutes, I do it.
and my second point was, man, like, imagine having an 82 game basketball season and that's your job. You get paid millions of dollars to do that, and in between, even in the off season, you're gone. Man, I coached with practices and training and going over there because
Events
you're a
and
global
training.
ambassador and all that kind of shit. Like, he has been gone for 20 years. So you can understand how important, man, look, I coach high school basketball. That shit was time consuming.
how long it took you to get to from Pinson Valley to home?
Shit.
45
About
minutes
45 minutes at least.
Now imagine in traffic.
And that's no that's what I'm
5 o'clock traffic.
Right.
Imagine doing it with Taylor now.
Right.
Now imagine if you can make that 10 minutes and spend that extra 45 minutes with Taylor.
I
Shut
get
the
it.
fuck up, Master P.
Like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, I get what
Hey, man, we got to start calling out people when they say wrong shit. That
and I'm
shit
glad
was
you're
wrong.
doing it.
And that's fine, but you can do it a little bit more politely.
That shit was wrong. Shut the fuck up.
But
this ain't your time to be like the person.
My point is, I totally understood where he was coming from. He wanted to spend time with his family. As a parent, man, that shit is important.
I think it's by any means to spend time with your family.
And that's where I was going with mine.
I got to teleport.
Right.
I'm a teleport.
Right.
I'll be the first person in line. That's how I can get there.
If I go forward it,
and then on a deeper level, fool, like as black men, I mean, I don't like to take here, but as black men, we value getting home to our family. Like, fuck whatever we got to do that day. Our goal is to get home to our family. And if that was his quickest way to get home, and he's done it tens of thousands of times, that was his best way to get home to his family as quick as possible. That was the best situation for him.
And this, I got to be honest too. This shit has shifted my whole focus with that too, bro. Like,
what you mean?
With working and balancing home life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we go out and we make these livings. We go out, we work overtime for our families, but there has to be, there has to be a new normal created, to where you spend just as much time with your family and your loved ones than you are at that job. Because if you die, that shit is gonna be on the website the next day, now hiring for your motherfucking position.
Right, so, and I fully agree with that shit, man. Like,
I'm big on, like, we gotta create multiple streams of income. That's the
that,
only way
it ain't
to do
even
that.
that, man. Like, even if you don't have the most income, I think that
just multiple.
Right, but even if you just need to take some time to go hang with your family,
and that's what I'm saying. Fuck the money.
Right.
Don't have over 100 hours PTO.
You ain't gonna take your time. Man, and that money, you can't be buried with that shit.
I look at it like
that shit gonna be gone.
You earned that shit, man.
Maybe I look at it a little different. To your point, yes, I agree. If anytime we can spend with family, but if you just look at the nature of, let's just break it down to the average worker. You know, you're at work 8 hours.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? You got to commute at least 30 to 45 minutes. Mm-hmm. And then by the time you get home, here we go, it's 6, 7 o'clock. You know
12 hours already.
You know what I'm saying? And you're only up a couple hours. So by the nature of the way they set this shit up, you're going to probably spend more time at work or wherever you're at than you are with your family, which I mean, in a Monday through Friday situation, you know what I'm saying? Some people have to work on Saturdays. So I get that you have to work. I blame that kind of on the American system. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The way it's set up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I blame it, and we're seeing a lot of laws changing now. You know what I'm saying? But I do think it's fucked up that women, can only spend 4 to 6 weeks with their child when they first born. Right. So I feel like stuff like that is out of our control. Right. And if you got to go get the money to provide for that family, unfortunately you do. Right. You know what I'm saying? But to your point, you have to, in the situation that you're given, you have to create the most advantageous situation out of it. And for Kobe, that was jumping on that helicopter to get there. For me, that's jumping on that car to get there. For somebody else, it's shit. I might have to take the bus to this place to get there. You see what I'm saying? Whatever your means is, you just gotta be there, man. Right. And make sure that you spend the most time and make sure that the most valuable people in your life, and sometimes not even most valuable people. We're seeing now that, nigga, we're talking about Kobe and affected by this shit, and we've never met the man. You know what I'm saying? Right. So. Mm-hmm. That's the thing that I like. You know what I'm saying? That if you leave this world today, what is the world saying about you? Right. How are you affecting people? How did you change people for the good? You know?
That's my thing.
Like,
that's my whole thing.
Not on no conceited shit. Like, cause as of right now, past like, a couple
like you about
of people.
To be conceited.
No. It made me realize that I'm not doing enough. Okay, like my friends will be hurt. Like right now, something happened to me. All right, my friends will be hurt. It'll be.
I agree.
The news not gonna stop. I mean, for all y'all, cool. But like, I'm not gonna be on the news. Like, I want to be greater. Like, I want the world to stop if something happened to me. And they ain't from a like conceited point.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that because I think it means you affected a lot of lives.
Yeah.
Right.
In a
positive way.
And I mainly care about those who care about me and who mean me well and I mean them well.
Yeah.
Like anybody outside of that, like outside of this group here, I mean, and if I don't know you, I'm not saying fuck you, but I don't know you. If we interact, that's fine.
I don't know, but I'm so
you know
tired. I'm so tired. You don't really mean me well, neither.
That's not true, man.
That is true.
That
You don't
true.
like me.
I just text you. I love you. What that was?
No, you text the group. I was just
You in the group, motherfucker.
You were talking to them niggas. You weren't talking to me.
All in all, man.
Right.
That was one. Like y'all ain't want to laugh. Y'all just left me out there.
I was waiting for the back and forth. I was going like a tennis match in this bitch.
All in all, man. Rest in peace to Kobe.
Rest well.
His
The daughter.
Thoughts and prayers to the families affected, the other people that were on board. Our thoughts and prayers are with you and your family, man.
Wait, before we move.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that tribute last night.
I can't.
Man,
I want to comment on that. Like, it's hard for me to watch anything, like any videos, anything people says, any Instagram posts.
I can't watch Sports Center long.
Like, I can't watch none of that shit, fool.
I watch on YouTube.
Every time I see it, it's surreal.
Right.
Yeah,
like,
right. And it's just hard for me to watch.
I watched
that
like
shit.
45 minutes of Kobe on Jimmy Kimmel. Cause he interviewed him so many times. Like I watched that, but like I watched the tribute cause, me and Courtney went out, had a little date night, had a great time. And I knew in the back of my mind, like I wanted to catch it, but also I was like, nah, it's family time. Let me do this. So, but we caught like, Usher was just about to come.
And that's what killed me, bro.
And we sat right here
when he came on, cause I ain't watched none of it.
Man, it was right before, and he sung
right before
Amazing
what?
Grace.
Amazing Grace.
Before what?
Before they started playing. Like
he
instead
came-
of the Star Spangled Banner, what he did Amazing
He did,
Grace.
and
then
they
they
showed
had
the
some,
video.
and then LeBron did his speech. But when Usher came on and some like shit, it was different. But like you saw it like when I was looking at Courtney, how she was affected, how like looking at the people like LeBron and AD and how they was affected by it. It was just different.
Does that stop you from looking at it, or does that make you look at it more?
I couldn't stop looking.
I had to stop looking. I never
at
started
that
looking.
point. But
I can't start looking because I just know like that shit.
I was just like, I mean, and then Usher, like, you know what I'm saying? My man was up there like he ain't never had herpes or nothing. He was just killing that shit. Like he did he gonna go down just like Whitney Houston doing the Super Bowl. That's how good it was. Like,
so trash, bro.
Y'all ever thought about having a funeral or cremation?
I don't want to be cremated.
Why not?
I want to be buried in like the little wood shit, and you put me out to sea, and a nigga with the arch hit me.
Fuck, you
then
think you
I
on
go to Blake.
Braveheart?
Castaway got there.
Ain't that cremation?
Yeah, but you ain't gonna never put me.
That nigga want a medieval wedding, guy.
I
mean, a medieval funeral, okay?
That nigga cause some crazy shit.
Bury me at sea.
They say, don't cremate me. Cremate me.
Dummy.
No.
Nah, honestly, I don't.
You don't want to be cremated?
What
Or
I don't
Camelot.
want to think
That was
about
Camelot. You said
Yeah,
that
nigga.
shit like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Send me out there.
Nah, I don't want to. I know we all got to go, but nah, I want to live.
I've thought about it because you got to prepare for it. And I've actually told Grace, like, don't have no funeral for me. Cremate me, man. Save that money. You could do a lot of shit.
And I'm pretty sure Grace said, shut the fuck up, Scooter.
She did.
Yeah.
Because don't nobody want to talk about it. It's ugly. You know what I'm saying?
You coming in that bitch,
we
we gonna be sad about you, motherfucker.
It's natural.
I'm like, hey, let me talk.
I've
I'm
expressed
saying
that
what I
shit.
ain't like about
Hey,
this
that nigga told me to jank him at his funeral, so I'm
Right.
Crazy.
by your ass in the,
You'll be Jake ashes.
And I mean, don't carry around my ashes. Fuck
I
off.
don't want them carried around. Throw them somewhere, get rid of them, put them in the ocean, put them in the sea, put them in Jamaica.
Who that?
But
Fuck that shit. Just, put me on the side of
I
the
look
street.
at it like, just like a wedding. That shit a waste
Put
of
me
money.
on Bourbon. We started Mardi Gras.
That's all I'm saying. Just like a wedding, I went to the courthouse, $100. Pay $100, get me cremated, and go have a
It don't
vacation.
cost to burn you, Hooter.
And it ain't gonna cost as much as a funeral.
It don't.
It
Nowhere
don't.
near
It
this
don't,
close.
but-
Man, fuck that. I pay for burial insurance out of every goddamn check. Hey, I want a big to go.
I don't care about burial. I pay for the life insurance.
I
You
mean,
gonna
I
get
do
some?
that too.
Have that money pay off a lot of shit rather than for a funeral.
Food. The craziest shit, like, I know this is totally off subject, but insurance company had called me about a year or two ago. I'm like, yeah, because my grandmother put a burial insurance on me, paid Booker T. Washington all them years. Right. And I was like, they're like, if you wait, it's like $2,000. But you can get it right now for like $1,200.
Give
me my money.
Right.
Because I know I'm going to be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Because I paid enough. She paid all this money
and that's
for $2,000 fucking dollars.
Right. That ain't even gonna get me the goddamn little manual.
Nigga, my casket, goddamn. Talk about casket, sharp.
You want your shit to be sparkling.
Shit. That bitch better be LED screens and shit.
Dummy. Who they gonna come in that bitch and shoot that blurry ass picture of your shit?
Yep. Just like he like.
She ain't gonna catch me wrong. She ain't gonna catch me not looking.
Who they gonna be in that bitch? Hey, let me take pictures. God damn it, who the? Yeah, I was trying to mourn my boy who they there trying to take pictures.
How you gonna catch me not looking? I'm dead. Nigga, I'm only looking one way.
Catch that nigga that bitch frozen.
Said, damn, my eye closed.
Damn, that nigga still.
Dummy.
Nigga gonna close one of my eyes and take the picture. God damn, you a cold motherfucker, Hootie.
But y'all true. Hey man, you got to laugh. Hey, sometimes you got to laugh, think about this shit. Cause hey, like y'all said, some days, we know we gotta go, man, but it's just rough.
Right.
Damn, y'all some dark ass niggas, man. It was just a dark week. It was a rough week.
I think that's a different aspect. I mean, hey, we get them in different bags.
Yeah, that is true.
Get in your bag.
Switching, pivoting. Did y'all see Lil Wayne on Drink Champs? Lil Wayne dropped the album this week. The Funeral.
The Funeral.
Shit, Funeral. God damn it. The Funeral. I didn't know that. He dropped the Funeral.
Dummy.
Damn, how the fuck I got that? That nigga happy about his little new budget. If y'all don't know,
dummy,
hey, fuck
dummy,
it. Give a round of applause to my nigga Dez.
Dez got some new equipment.
Yeah, look.
He over there pressing buttons and shit.
Get yourself a car crash, Dez.
Hold on, let's... For 68...
Pressing buttons.
Damn, he cut that shit off fast, too.
I wish he cut the intro off that fast.
Listen, hey, for y'all who don't know, who've been avid listeners of the Dummies since day one, this is episode 68. We finally are live with
I thought it was on 69.
69.
I'm sorry. What I meant to say, we have had 68 episodes.
Okay. Hey.
And Dez ain't been able to live clap us, dummy us or nothing. I know y'all wouldn't have known that, but now you know. And he giving it to us right now. So let's give a round of applause to Dez. Come on, Dez.
There you go, damn Dylan.
He just did that. Just did.
Right now.
Right now.
On time.
Hey, Dez. Car crash yourself.
Dummy.
Dummy.
See what I'm saying? But anyway, shouts out to us, man. We evolving and growing, man. For if y'all don't understand how this shit go, I see a lot of people starting podcasts. Shouts out to y'all who getting started. Just know.
Shots to y'all. Y'all can't do it like we do it.
Just know.
Stop.
Just know getting the equipment is the beginning of it.
You got gunshots, Dez?
Hell no. Come on, man.
Get some gunshots.
My name is Leah Stud.
Did y'all see Lil Wayne on Drink Champs?
I didn't see it yet.
I ain't got a chance, but I'm definitely checking that out tomorrow sometime.
I started, man, and he sounds a lot, I'm about 35, somewhere around there, 35 minutes in, and he sounds a lot more sober, a lot more clear, a lot more like you can understand what he's actually saying.
Hey, man.
I like that.
I like
that for his health.
I ain't seen the man in an interview in a while.
I don't know. I don't know if I ever seen him in it. Well, besides Katie Couric. Yeah, I said that wrong.
I don't think that's a real one.
You did the coffee?
Nah, I'm sure you didn't say that one right. Katie Couric. Couric with some age.
30 seconds, your coffee good.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't think I've ever really saw a full interview of Wayne. Who's Wayne? Cause I don't think an interview with Katie Couric or whatever her name is a real Wayne.
That's a hard one.
Double down on the shit.
You say it.
Right. Katie Couric?
Who?
Katie Couric.
Everybody say that bitch wrong. But I don't think
I think I like Todd.
That's why I laughed.
He can hear her name better.
Couric.
He hear all the syllables.
Hey, yo, we want to go down to the hill.
Dummy.
I'm sorry. You right. I don't think an interview with her is a full Wayne interview. I think
it's not.
Speaking to somebody like this is a real interview. And just listening to his responses. Hadn't listened to the whole thing, but just listen to his responses and listen to the new album. he's a lot more clear to me. He's a lot more sober to me. He's a lot more coherent than Wayne we've been looking for.
I mean, I love what Nori do with artists, how they bring them out.
Otis? Who's Otis, nigga? Old man Otis?
Dummy.
Otis. I like what he do with Otis.
Artists. But, cause he don't ask him them bubblegum questions. He, you know.
Get to the meat of that.
He got better details too, like better background and better stories.
And then also, a lot of times it'd be some one-on-one stuff. Like, nigga, I remember when we was in Europe doing, you know, like, so it's just different.
Yeah, it's more relatable.
A fan.
Right.
It's not a fan. You sitting down there with your homeboy. That's like one of us interviewing one of us. It's going to be different. Like, nah, nigga, I remember when you was at the club doing whoop-de-whoop, whoop-de-whoop.
Soon come, B. Soon come.
No.
I thought it was a dope ass interview. I'm almost
no, nigga.
No, we can't tell those stories.
Shit.
I'm almost done with the whole thing. It was just dope to hear his perspective on what Jay-Z was doing for him. I don't want to give it away because I know everybody ain't seen it, but if you haven't, we're talking about the interview with Drink Champs. It's a podcast. Lil Wayne was on there, but his perspective on what Jay-Z was doing for him in his career and what Jay-Z meant for him. It was dope to see Nori give Wayne his flowers and his credit and talk about who he is.
It was dope to see Wayne give Nori his flowers too.
Yeah.
Like how he been a big fan of him and his music since
Right.
way back when.
And one thing that Nori said that I think sticks out is Nori said, like, bro, I don't give a fuck about telling you how dope you are, why you're here right now. Because we see a lot. We've been talking about it the last few minutes. Well, shit, the last 20 minutes.
45.
You know what I'm saying? It's dope to see, like, I don't mind bigging you up. If you had influence over my life, let me tell you. Right. If I think that you're doing something dope that's motivating me, let me tell you. But so often as men, and let's talk about that from a black men perspective. It's so many times that I don't want to say to Hootie, hey, bro, I appreciate what you did with XYZ, or, man, you showed me XYZ, because our pride get in the way. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's things that you should probably say to a man, because if he gone, you gonna put it all over social media.
Right.
You gonna tell every loved one that you got about how you felt about a man that's no longer here. Like what we was talking about, like you'll tell somebody you love them, and we should say it more. Say it. Tell somebody how you affected their life, man, or how they affected your life, or what they did to motivate you or put them in position, because maybe that person stopped doing whatever it was. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't think nobody receiving it. But you saying that to them may make them go harder at what it is they doing and help others. So, like, give people their flowers, man. Don't be scared to tell somebody, like, hey, man, hey, I looked up to you on this, or,
right.
Hey, you showed me this or that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be scared to say that.
Like, I don't know where that came from, though. Where it came from, where
Pride.
black men can't show emotion. I don't know where that
Society.
The way you were raised.
Society.
But
You talk about that a lot.
You
Boy,
always
stop
cry,
crying.
don't.
Yeah.
You always raised to be tough.
Boy,
and
stop
don't
being
be
soft.
soft.
That's
and,
true.
you know.
But at the end of the day, man, like
We
you
was
said,
taught. I mean, the crazy shit is we was taught to do shit when we get grown. They say don't do it. You taught to stand up for yourself, fight for yourself,
And we were taught to be more tough at those times. Now we're trying
be
to
tough. Like,
We're at
don't
that
cry,
point.
don't show emotions.
And
Also,
now
it was champion to have many different women.
And now we're at that point in our lives where we have to be the complete opposite.
Yeah.
You can't be so tough anymore. You got to be more compassionate.
Because you got to think like, damn,
more
I got a
sensitive,
whole
more
family
understanding.
to go home to.
Right.
And that's probably what we hear and argue about most, is that you're not sensitive enough. You don't speak enough. You don't communicate enough. You don't tell me how you feel enough.
Because I can't.
That's because I was taught for 6 years of my life to keep that shit to yourself.
But
Be
even
tough
with
about
that,
it. Figure it out.
you have
just
a
give them
daughter,
up.
you that's just automatically in you. And nobody has to ever tell me, like, okay, if Jalen fall, he cry.
Get
There
up,
has
be
been
tough.
a time when I was like, come on, man, get up, stop with all that crying.
Mm-hmm.
If Taylor she can fall the exact same way, get the same scar. It's like a instant emotion kick in to where I have to be more sensitive to the way that she is.
Do you feel like
nobody ever told me I had to do that?
do
It
you-
just happened.
Do you
But
feel
also,
like? Do you feel like you should be though, or do you feel like you should?
I should have been that way with Jalen too.
You should treat them both the same.
Treat them both the same. They're both my children.
Right.
I love them both.
I agree. You should, because that's what we're learning now.
Right.
I don't have kids, but Todd, I think it was kind of, you're giving yourself too much blame, because it's kind of hard for you to be emotional when your son is falling and you're 12. Shit, you probably just failed too. So you probably just got through falling. So
okay.
Clarify.
If you
I've been out there, and I've been a father for a while, is what he's trying to tell you guys. But hey, either way, if I was 12, if I was 10, I still told him.
There's somewhere around there.
I still told him, hey, stop all that fucking crying.
Because I got to get up
he's
too.
a boy.
Yeah, both of y'all had to get up.
So, right. And so, just like
you was just on the monkey bars.
So, I get it. Yeah. I hope you guys are laughing, man. You know.
Do you think they are?
You probably getting a few of them. You probably getting a few chuckles. Like I told you, my boy was on fire last week. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? You know what? And I won't say it was one of the stocky fuck ass followers said, and then I want to bring it to it, because I'm
what if they follow you too?
They don't tell me, so.
Ooh.
Instagram does.
No, they ain't no but
bias.
I don't know it. How could I know it?
Because they don't tell you.
Yeah, but said that I need you to be funny.
Who, you or him?
No, I need Todd for me to be funny.
Oh, you're not funny any other time.
Yes.
What do you think?
That's not what I said that they said.
Oh.
What did you say that they said?
I said they said that you
said.
always bother Todd a lot. Like you like to fuck with Todd a lot.
Oh, that's true.
All right, then you agree with the fuck they said.
He apologized.
So once again, he loves Mustaki fans.
Man, I ain't going that far.
That nigga crazy.
But needless to say, man, yeah, man.
Y'all nigga, hey, I want to tell y'all something. I just, it dawned on me every time I listen to this motherfucker. Y'all nigga love to call my government on this motherfucker.
You the only one too.
Y'all the only one. You get to be Hootie, you get to be Todd, you get to be Can't Get Right, Joe, or whatever name. But y'all nigga love to.
Because your nickname is really your name.
I said stop.
But you have said many a weeks the whole thing.
I never call you by your name.
If you say never, bet me $100.
I think
I might have, but
a lot.
But usually,
I said one of Mustaki funk ass follows. I think you did.
Yeah, see, thank you, Todd.
I think you did.
I get it. It's like your mama when she get mad at you. She say your whole name.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to hate when my mama said my middle name. I be like, what the?
What's your middle name?
What the fuck I did?
Yeah, all right.
What is your middle name?
We ain't gotta talk about that.
What he look like? What he look like? What he look like?
Jonathan Boutress.
Dummy.
Now, this nigga just said first and last.
Now you see how I feel.
I don't say Mustaki Williams.
Find me another Mustaki, motherfucker. I can find 1,000 billion Jonathans.
Hey, we have this. I'm pretty sure everybody know all of our full names at this point.
No,
maybe not middle, but first and last. Everybody knows you. Or they can find it. It's easy to find.
From this day forward, y'all niggas call my shit, I'm spraying everybody whole name.
Well, everybody know mine because y'all call me Todd, but that ain't my real fucking name.
We don't call
you. Know that, stupid.
No, they don't.
I promise.
People can really think
I'm your friend.
First name is Todd.
I'm your friend, and I thought your name was Todd for like 6 years. I swear to God.
I was like, I don't know the nigga last.
You got CTE, so you don't.
No, it ain't had nothing to do with it, fool. That's all we called you.
Fool, we
Todd
go back further
Todd.
than anybody in this room.
For a long time, like a lot of years.
I called you Todd.
I've never in my life called you
then.
Jeremiah on purpose.
God damn it, Hootie.
See? That shit seem real.
God damn,
I mean, my bad. I'm sorry.
I told you.
Because
Nigga, it's on your
damn it,
Instagram.
Christopher.
It's on your Instagram, guys.
Chris Williams, God damn it, man.
I don't care. Your whole name on your Instagram, your Facebook. Shit, man.
because shit, I was like, hey, what's up? You know, talk a little, a little young tender. And she was like, yeah, I talked to Todd. I was like, what you doing after school?
You sure you want to tell that story?
Dummy.
That was a pretty cool story.
That's it? That's all the story you got?
It led to,
Okay. No more stories.
That's why he don't like me, and I get it.
You understand why he don't like you?
Well,
So that kind of
You let that nigga Terry bone.
Damn, you Terry boning?
Hey,
You like-
I'm sure there's more to the story.
I
You the direct.
You shouldn't have told it.
So this nigga the direct contact. He the direct contact.
Oh hell no! I was like,
Todd told me what y'all did, head ass.
I don't give a fuck what Todd, who the fuck Todd is. I don't know no Todd.
Nigga the direct contact. In
Damn, he did it like that, Todd?
Hey man.
And then she introduced me to Todd.
Did she?
I had a relationship with her, and then she introduced me to Todd. Like, okay, I guess I get cool with this nigga.
Let's find a new story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was just
before the truth come out.
Right.
So
Hey,
what's
guys.
next on the docket?
Darren just sent this. Oh shit, that was you.
Y'all niggas so stupid, bro. Let's get away from that, man. Let's get the fuck away from that. Black History Month, guys.
Happy Black Nigga Month. I'm just joking.
God damn.
Black.
Black nigga month.
I'm black, y'all. I'm black, y'all. I'm bliggity, black, y'all.
Stupid.
Y'all seen that Google commercial?
Yeah, it was dope.
Actually, we just watched it as a group.
Well, some people weren't paying attention.
Well, that's
Why you trying to be
Majority
fucking
was it.
Get that nigga Todd.
Some people didn't watch it.
What's your thoughts on it?
3/5.
What's your thoughts on it, Todd?
Hey, you see how you appreciate that?
I appreciate the math. I appreciate
Break it down into percentages.
the math. What you thought of the commercial, man?
I think it was dope, man. I think it was dope. I think it showed some things that you don't realize until you see it sometimes. You know, like
Most
how many
searched athlete,
athletes,
gymnast, speeches,
person,
movement,
right.
movement, most
right?
importantly.
That movement.
like tennis player,
Right.
But are y'all mad that y'all have to see things like that in order to realize it?
No, I don't think it was for me. I think it was
For the
more
people who didn't know it.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, we're dope. Like, we're dope as fuck. We do amazing things. And
we know a lot of shit too.
And if you want to see us on your computer screen, that means you like us. So, shit, just feel that same way all the time. Because we're doing the same shit. We're the same person that, like, if you like
Question: Are you
Rolling
talking
Stones or, you know what I'm saying?
Are you talking to someone directly? Not meaning to be,
No. I mean, I just don't understand. Like, it's many racist people that are Alabama fans. But you root for a black quarterback, a black running back.
Fucking retard.
Like, how the fuck you root for this person that's black, but you hate black people?
Racist with restraints.
Right.
But that just shows how dumb racism is. Like, you can't be racist and don't like anything black. So you mean to tell me you don't like a black performer, a black athlete, anything black? At
this time, it's pretty hard to like anything and not understand that either black people or white people like the same thing that you do. So that just tells you how dumb your racism is, because this same football team you like, black people play for it. Black people love it.
Right.
Black people help it succeed.
If you don't like black people, you can't watch sports. You can't be a part of politics. Well, in this climate, I guess
you can't go to work. You can't go to Walmart.
You can't go to work. You can't. Yes.
What the fuck can you do?
You can't stop at red lights. A black man invented that red light.
If you truly racist,
or are you doing it? You know what I'm saying? That's why I like the racism shit. Is like stupid.
Very stupid.
But like, I mean, I wouldn't mind talking. Like, I would love to talk to a pure racist. But like,
you're easily offended. Y'all will probably end up fighting. I don't think it'll be.
You're fucking stupid
and racist. Racism is
stupid ass way of thinking.
Racism is stupid, and you are that.
But I feel them. I don't mind talking. Believe it or not, contrary to what people think or may think, I don't mind talking to somebody with an opposite opinion.
You think you can get through to them?
I mean, I personally, I don't think that I could. Like, I don't think that if somebody has been like that for however many years that they've been like that, I don't think that you can, I don't think that one conversation from me gonna change it.
I think it'd be an experience that'd have to change their mind. Like, somebody of color would have to basically say their fucking life for them to start looking at people as people instead of a color. I think that would have to happen.
If I gotta save your life for you to look at me as a human being, then your life don't need to be saved.
But at the end of the day, we're saying that racism shit is stupid anyway. So that'll probably be the only reason.
It is stupid,
why.
and that's why I think it's possible. I just don't think it's something that I have the patience to do.
Did y'all, it's crazy that this went like this. I didn't even think about this, but did y'all ever see, and they play it at the same time down there every year, but, from Paul Feinbaum's show.
Yeah.
The dude they called in,
he called in.
And the dude said, I was with the KKK. My granddad and all them people, he was from Alabama. He was from Huntsville. And he said, go YouTube it. Yeah. It's a call on Paul Feinbaum where the dude from the KKK called. And he said, I got a story to tell. And he started telling his story. His granddaddy, his daddy, all of them was KKK. He went and signed up for Vietnam, got into a unit with a black guy from Detroit who was black power everything.
Right.
They hated each other. They fought. They like tried to get at each other. The director or whatever you call it, Lord, forgive me for, I don't know what you call him, the sergeant or whatever over that was like, y'all better get along. He said over the course of Vietnam, I saved his life. He saved my life.
Right.
Long story short, pulling in full circle. After they got out,
they best friends.
He got him a job down in Huntsville. The racist got him a job down in Huntsville, and got him an engineering job. But the black dude from Detroit went back to school, got an engineering degree. He gave him a job. Not only did he give him a job, he was like, I want to say that I've been married to his sister for 25 plus years or 30 plus years.
He was the best man in
you know
the
what I'm saying? He was the best man at my wedding. And he went and told, he said, who would ever thought a racist redneck from Huntsville, Alabama would be friends with this man? It go to show you that
racism stupid.
Everything I thought was stupid. Yeah. Right. So
that's why I think
it's taught.
That's big time why I think that there are some people in some ways that you can get through to a racist. Somehow. I'm not. I don't have the patience.
I think it takes something a little bit more significant than a conversation.
It'll take something like that story he just said.
Yeah, saving my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's somebody saving my life, putting their life on the line versus a conversation.
In some instances, will it take you that?
But much? you never know what a conversation.
But a conversation can save somebody's life.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know that.
I don't have that. I mean, first of all, like, if you're racist, just to be honest, I don't care that much about your life to even try to go there with you.
Whoa.
I'm just being honest. You don't value my life. Why the fuck I should care about your life?
Now you kind of did just say that you would be able to have that conversation. You would
I would have a conversation. Yeah, like it.
And that's why I said you end up fighting him.
But it's not to change your point of view because I don't think I can.
So what's the purpose of the conversation?
I just wanted to hear what your dumb ass got to say.
See, I told you. That would be
my only purpose of the conversation.
My only purpose is to see the dumb shit that's going to come out your mouth and how many times I can make you look stupid.
Mine would be to change the way of thinking. Right. Otherwise, there's no need for a conversation.
I mean, I don't think that's possible.
And that's why I said, for me personally, it's hard for me to have that kind of conversation.
Because I don't think that would happen. Especially with my personality.
But I know this might not be the same, and I don't want to make light of it, but you ever met somebody like, I met somebody one time, they was like, I don't like ribs because I don't like barbecue sauce. I was like, barbecue sauce? You probably had some bad ribs. Maybe somebody cooked them. Try this. Right. And to this day, that same person eat ribs with barbecue sauce now because it was a bad, but you made it a point to try to make them like that shit because you just gotta like you gotta like it.
The irony of all of that shit is we do that subconsciously, but we don't know it.
What's that?
If somebody say one person don't like some shit, like if I say I don't like ranch,
if I
you'll
like
be
it,
like,
then yeah,
nigga, you tripping? That shit good as fuck.
I'm glad that you brought that up because
nothing you can say can make either one of us like ranch.
But you know what's crazy?
That's how I feel about rice.
Now in my life, like where I'm at now in life, it's only 2-3 things that I won't do, but I retry everything. I don't like tomatoes.
I'm not trying to raw onion.
I retry everything because I've learned the way it's prepared, what it's cooked, if it's Mediterranean, if it's French, if it's Italian cuisine, it may taste different paired with different stuff. And I've learned to respect stuff.
That nigga say I eat it on a pizza. Nigga, that's
cooked. Dummy.
Yeah, in a salad.
Yes.
But what got me started to like onions was grilled onions.
I eat them grilled. Like, I never used to touch them, but I eat them cooked, sauteed, grilled. But as far as just raw on a burger, no way, Jose.
But I mean, we was on that racism shit. But speaking of shit that just needs to be cleansed and eradicated, Did y'all see where the government said they told what's the company Perel that they can't say anymore that they prevent the flu?
No,
because it doesn't.
I didn't even notice they said that.
Yeah, they was promoting.
I know it's 99.9.
Yeah, of germs, but they were saying that it prevents the flu, like the 99.9. But they were saying no.
The flu is 0.1.
The only thing that prevents the flu is soap and water. Washing your hands. Like if you got the flu, you sneeze, and you throw some hand sanitizer on.
That ain't working.
It ain't. The flu still on your hands.
Go your dirty ass to the bathroom.
Soap and water. That's the only thing that's going to prevent it. They told them, hey, you got to stop doing that shit because that shit ain't true.
I use Perel for lotion because I don't put lotion on for real.
Like I've never been a hand sanitizer clean. Like I've never left that shit like that.
Dummy.
I just do.
Like,
hey. No, you did just kill my man.
What he said?
My man said he used Perel for lotion.
Because I be at work, ashy, fresh out the shower from the gym, and I ain't got no lotion in my desk. So I got a Perel thing, and that shit get the ash on my hands.
The hand sanitizer? Get the ash?
Yeah, get the ash. Because it's liquid. It's just liquid. That's all.
Doesn't that dry your hands more?
After it gets rid of the ash. And my hands are naturally greasy. Like, my shit's sweaty right now for no reason.
Sweaty hand?
Yeah, you look at my shit and see it's moist.
Years of meat beating over there, Hooter.
Non-stop.
I don't know about that part.
Non-stop. Only use the left.
Sweaty palms.
Only use the left, though.
Pound from
like sweaty backs.
Y'all jack off with y'all dominant hand or your weak hand?
I thought I was weird because I do my offhand.
I use my offhand, too.
I'm left-handed, so my left hand is my dominant hand. So I got to go with my dominant
So you go left-handed?
My dominant hand.
Gotcha. So
because you go left-handed.
I go offhand.
You ain't left-handed, right?
No.
But it's still offhand.
They saying they use offhand talk.
That's what I'm saying. I said I'm left-handed. I'm speaking to my point, my dominant hand. Because I'm left-handed.
Yeah, but
we talking about your offhand being your strong
your
hand.
Your offhand is your right hand.
We're talking about your offhand being your strong hand as far as jacking
my
off.
Strong hand. Take your goddamn all dummy back.
No, leave that shit in. Matter of fact, give us another one, Daz. Give us one.
That nigga said Hootie with everybody disagreed with him.
Well, all you motherfuckers, stop Hootie and Joe.
No.
I'm left-handed.
No.
So it's my dominant hand.
Stock hasn't chimed in yet, but me and Hootie says
offhand.
We use our offhand.
I use my dominant
hand. Listen. I could have swore I said I use my dominant hand like 5 minutes ago.
But we use our
because I'm left-handed.
So that's different.
I don't care what hand you beat your meat with, dog. I'm talking about me, man. If I jack off.
But that's not the question. He said, do you use your dominant hand?
Is that not answering the question? My dominant hand is my left hand.
So you use your dominant hand.
Anything into an argument.
We don't.
I mean, goddamn.
Okay, listen. Okay. He did answer the question, but he went in about it a different way.
You don't use your dominant hand.
Right. He said that, King. Right.
Yeah. That's all it was. That's all you had to say. I don't use my dominant hand.
Tell a nigga, Todd. Get that.
Well, no, actually, you do use your dominant hand.
I said that shit 5 minutes ago.
But me and Hootie don't.
I don't care.
Leave me out y'all meat.
Right. I don't care what hand you beat your meat with. I use my dominant hand.
I'm a lefty.
Y'all niggas crazy.
And then with your phone, it's easy. Like, I'd rather scroll with my dominant hand.
How you argue about the strong meat beating hand?
Yeah.
Y'all niggas so crazy.
Did y'all also, I think because of that, my left arm a little stronger than my right arm.
Why? You think so?
It works out a little bit more.
In politics, I know we don't talk about that much, but did y'all see that Ayanna Pressley, the senator, got a bill, it says passed. I got to do a little bit more information on it, but it definitely says that the House passed a bill to reform the broken credit reporting system. We've talked about this actually before on this platform, and if anybody in our community understands what we mean by that. But basically with this bill, it's trying to make, stop credit reporting for, credit reports for jobs. That's one big part of it. It's trying to make more transparency on how the fuck do you even come up with this score on credit reports. Because if you think about it, they tell you, oh, it's paying bills and this, that, but we don't necessarily know how they come up with that actual score. What is the formula behind it?
I've paid all my bills on time. At a point in time, my shit went down.
Exactly. And so this bill is trying to make it fair for all people, because it's been generally reported that people of color have been discriminated against because of credit score, and that they're locked out of housing, locked out of business credit. It's a lot of stuff that go into that, where credit score and credit worthiness is tied into a lot of stuff that we do on a daily. Right. Whether you get an apartment, whether you get certain utilities, but we don't even really know how that formula is made up. So I want to give a big shout out to Ayanna Presley on pushing forward for the culture and trying to get this put through.
Right. I mean, that's even crazy, because I was reading something where Apple got in trouble because, they got their new credit card, Apple Card, but it was like billionaires who they got access to billions of dollars. The husband would get double the amount of credit than the wife would get. And the husband would call like, hey, if you go look at our credit scores, my wife has a higher credit score than I even have. And plus, we're goddamn millionaires. We can buy, what I'm saying? Like, our shit is great. But her credit score is even better than mine. Why do I have twice the limit than she has?
The response was?
Algorithms, and, they gave that
Why
bullshit.
the fuck would an algorithm determine your credit score or
But
your credit
it's a cop
limit?
out. Based off history. That's all they say.
Yeah.
Based off your history.
Yeah.
I don't know what determines it. So
I don't know, because it like you said, it was, an interesting point that you just said, because we work at a place where they'll say like, oh, me and my sister made this, that, third, and then you look at it and it's a lot of difference.
Yeah, it's a little different
but
factors.
I feel like everything needs to be transparent. I think that everything needs to be transparent. I think that everything needs to be put on the forefront to let us know what it is or the way that they go about it.
Yeah. We have no clue. I've never heard
and
of
we
that.
should.
Right, and we should. So.
Because we don't know how they...
Yeah, you can look up a recipe online. Goddamn it. I want to know what's the recipe for coming up with my credit score.
And all they say is payment history and all that shit. No. How did you come up with the original score?
I started keeping it simple.
Like, where did it start?
I've noticed once I put some shit on there, it lowers, and once I start to pay it off, it raises.
Once you look at it like
Simplified.
regularly, you kind of understand what.
I look at my shit weekly.
Not weekly because it changed monthly, but I get the notification.
My shit change weekly, or adjust or updates weekly.
Well, if they throw some shit on there,
my shit change monthly too.
Yeah.
But I know what you're talking about. Like, if I apply for some
that's
shit,
gonna pop up.
but
I'm talking about if I don't do anything, it's gonna update monthly.
At the end of the month, and then that first week or two.
Y'all get alerts and shit?
I got alerts to mine. Because I want to know, like, nah, nigga, you're not finna play me. Like, what's that? And why is that like that? So,
like, I really haven't been paying attention to those three. I only been looking at my FICO score.
Big
like
money.
I got an app for that.
Like
whatever that app say, I don't even know which one it is. Whatever that app say.
Like Karma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't even touch that shit.
And I noticed once I applied for some shit, they were like, your shit's a little different from Credit Karma, but it's still close. It's still in the range.
It's still in
it depends on what
range,
you approve for, because I noticed, like we talked about, when getting the house, it's actually a lot higher than those little scores that you get even on the app.
With your FICO?
Hell yeah, that shit was like 40 to 50 goddamn points higher.
Right.
But again, the whole point is, where do they get this
Where they
formula?
get that score from?
I think that they should be transparent, and I appreciate people like her who is fighting to make that shit transparent. I know exactly why it's like this, how it's like this. Right now, we speculate, 33%. Keep your credit card under 33%. Da-da-da. And what I'm finding out, even with that 33%, is it's not necessarily on each individual credit card. It's over all your different credit.
That shit ain't even always the same, because I've had my shit 70% above the limit, and my score be higher than when it's lower than 30% below.
Exactly. So
that's
what she's fighting for.
Like not close out a credit card, because your available credit limit.
I don't close it. If I pay it off, I still leave it open.
Yeah,
but it's still,
and just put something on it every now and then to keep it open.
Fuck that. I ain't gonna make y'all make me spend money.
I mean,
Did y'all
keep it open.
Did y'all see for the first time that life expectancy in the United States has increased for the first time in over 4 or 5 years?
Hey.
The limit went from in 2018 was 78.7. It increased up to basically 78.9. Not a big jump, but it's trending upward.
What's that point? Months?
Shit, who the hell? I just love to ask that one question.
I need the details.
I ain't gonna click on the link to read it, but I'm gonna ask all the questions on it. That's why I be telling your ass to read it.
I ain't get the link, goddamn.
You wouldn't have read it.
What's that? That's a month?
Maybe. It depends on what I like.
Right.
I like what
I don't know. It was just hey, we living a little longer, guys.
Yeah. Good.
That's good, man. I think it's changes in lifestyles. Like when people change their lifestyles, such as going vegan and eating a little bit less meat and drinking a little less and exercising a little bit more.
No, that vegan shit affects everybody else's life.
What you mean?
Because then you got to change your whole setup. You can't have a party. You got to worry about the vegan person, what they're going to eat.
You don't have to.
Yeah, we seen that.
You just create options for everybody.
And I mean, it's a change, but I think as more people become vegan, it'll be, oh shit, what are the vegans going to eat? And I think we're at the start of that point. Like, all right, everybody don't eat. It started where everybody don't eat pork.
I think that's on the host.
I'm noticing, right. I'm noticing
if you're a host, you try to
that.
make sure everything is convenient for all parties.
Like they have vegan options available and shit like
the
that.
first beach party, you remember where the big girl didn't eat pork? I didn't understand how she was big and didn't eat pork and had diet restrictions. But
Des can't get right, fellas and ladies,
dummy
people.
She didn't eat pork. Cool. But also with that, if the rotel got pork in it, then you just don't eat the rotel. But it got to a point where, okay, people don't eat pork. All right, let's make some non-pork options. Then it transitioned into the people don't eat meat. Cool, let's have some vegan options. And I think we're at the start of that being the norm. Like, I got a cousin that don't drink. He's going to come over with some non-alcoholic beer tomorrow.
Me personally, I don't care.
I think I'm going to look at that shit like a goddamn black snake.
I'm not going to expect everybody else to have vegan options at their home. That's just me.
Right.
If they know you, they should.
No, it's like, if I feel like that's up to the guest. Like if the guest
If
knows,
I invited you,
if
I invited you to a barbecue in my house.
Barbecue.
Mm-hmm. I ain't going to say no different.
Gotcha.
If I invited you to a barbecue in my house and I know your wife is vegan, I'm going to have some vegan options.
I'm going to remember that next time you have a barbecue. A barbecue.
Right.
And if you say you coming,
because in the past,
I'm gonna put a bell pepper on the grill.
I'm gonna tell you, in the past, my wife have came to your barbecues and you had nothing for
her. But don't act like she hasn't always been vegan.
She's been vegan for at least a year and some change. And we've been in one of your barbecues within that time frame. And
it was something for her to eat. Salad? No, because Courtney always makes a salad. A salad, potato chips. You have to eat.
Well, I'll be straightforward. I'll be straightforward with you. When we come to your barbecues, we either have to get some food before we come or after we go, because they didn't have nothing to eat. And you know you be full with meat, nigga. You might have some baked beans. Got meat in it.
No, my baked beans don't have meat in it. That's barren baked beans with all that pork and shit in it.
It's mine too, but
my baked beans is just baked beans and brown sugar.
Right on.
It's gonna be a side there that's not meat.
Okay, remember that.
Tofu ribs is tofu.
Aside.
Tofu ribs.
Yeah, I'm not putting no fucking. I grill whatever. Like the Morning Star, I start getting Morning Star.
I guess I don't know if she eat it or not. I ain't never saw Morning Star in the house though.
Well, that means she.
Did y'all see that? Sports.
Send me a menu.
Hey,
after we saw the impact that Kobe Bryant has had. We saw them in the Mamba mentality. We saw how many people were affected by Kobe. We heard all the different stories. Several people who we didn't maybe think or expect to change behavior or attitudes towards however they was acting, spoke out and basically said because of Kobe that they were changing. One was AB. Also, 50 Cent spoke out. Staying on AB in particular, he did a ESPN interview where he basically apologized to the NFL. He apologized to the police, anybody he offended. He went into great details and lengths about his behavior, and he took accountability and ownership of his behavior. We've killed him a lot on here about his attitude and things that he's done. Did y'all see his interview? If you did, expound on how y'all feel about it, what y'all think about it, where we at with it.
Don't care nothing about it. Don't want to watch it. I'll watch it if his opinion doesn't change next week, because that's what we seen. That nigga, no, something wrong with him, and I'm not blaming him. I'm blaming the people around him, because he real deal needs help, and the people that are around him is not giving him the help that he needs, he deserves. He's been his cash cow for these people, and they not looking out for his best interest. So I'm not mad at him. I'm mad at the people that know better that's around him. But I'm not accepting anything that AB says at this point.
I'm not mad at anybody, because I don't know if those people around him have been trying to help him and just couldn't get through to him, and if he's just in a place where he needs more help than just the people around him. True. Because it can go either way. I just ultimately hope that he means it, and that, like the NFL says, because the NFL chimed in and stated that we just want to make sure that he's healthy and is in a place where he needs to be in order to be successful. So that's all I hope overall.
I watched the interview, and he was pretty much saying that, he's going to these antics because you took something that he loves away, which is playing the game of football.
Take it or give it.
Well, you can say he gave it away. You can say that, but those are his words. You know what I mean? So
he said because of his antics, it was taken away.
It was taken away. So
he said, no.
I would love to see AB in the league, because I think he got some more. I think he got some more years left. That's my personal opinion.
Agreed, talent wise.
As far as all the other stuff, America's the land of second chances. He had 2, 3, 4 of them. Mm-hmm. What I like, again, top tier talent. I don't know if there's any NFL teams out there that's going to be willing to put all of the stuff aside that has happened thus far. And
I hear you. It's the land of second chances, depending on who you are.
Right.
Depending on what you do, depending on how you do it. I don't necessarily I feel like, for certain behaviors or certain attitudes or certain, character depictions or what have you, sometimes you don't necessarily get a second chance.
It's true.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that might have deserved a second chance that don't get it. We just looked at Carmelo, who really necessarily did nothing behavior wise.
Absolutely.
And it was hard pressed for him to get a second chance. I hear AB. I see what he's saying. I get what he's saying, but right now he's facing an uphill battle, man.
Absolutely.
And I saw him say that he takes ownership of some of the behavior and things that he created. It's hard. We Can't Get Right said, Can't Get Right don't want to listen to it. I don't want to hear nothing from him. And you can't blame him, because that's the behavior and the culture that he created. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. I would like to hope he's for real and sincere. And that's all it was, that's what it took to maybe get him in the right space. But, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. It just remains to be seen.
Hey man, I just don't think he's gonna be afforded that chance to make it right.
Right.
I think he will be, because
look at Josh Gordon.
He's still given that chance now, just being on ESPN, getting those type of interviews.
Right.
Josh Gordon messed up 32 different times, but he wasn't that public thing.
He messed up 752 times. You're right. You're right.
Mm-hmm. But he didn't say fuck the NFL.
He didn't.
He didn't make it all about him. He messed up on his own. Now that was a problem on his own, but also, hey man, I try not to be this guy, but
if it continues,
you got to look at who you are and what you mean. Because we see, like, take it to example, Jamarcus Russell. Mm-hmm. Somebody with that arm in a different situation would have been given chance after chance after chance. Like, you look at Ty Detmers, Boomer Esiasons, them people like that was given chance. Drew Bledsoe was given chance after chance after chance because they had that arm. It's a reason why he didn't get that arm. He didn't get that chance because that stigma was put on him. And once that stigma is put on you like that,
I agree with you, and I definitely don't want to argue stigma because that is true. That is real. That is authentic. They do black quarterbacks a certain kind of way. They put that on them.
Right.
But what I also just adding to what you're saying, piggybacking, and actually adding to the piggyback.
Add to the piggyback.
Yeah, you got
more back on the back.
You got to add
back on the piggyback.
Dummy.
You got a little bacon.
You got to add to the piggyback. Like I'm saying with AB, it kind of matters the approach you take. Like with Jamarcus, when you say, hey, it ain't me, it's my receivers. You ever seen my old lineman? You ever seen this? Like when you name the people that you named, I get the credit that they get for maybe even the color or how they look. But if they just were sorry and they kind of took it in stride and, hey, I'm trying to do it for the team and, again, I'm not saying that you have to be a certain way, a certain kind of behavior, but I also don't think it helps when you sit there and say like, hey, fuck you and fuck you and fuck you. I'm so sorry about, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have to necessarily accept your sorry.
Right.
So.
Y'all down? I was going to move on to another fuck nigga.
Another fuck nigga? So that's another fight with AB.
No, it's another.
I don't necessarily want to have this fight. Well, I don't know, but y'all better help.
Depends on what you're talking about.
It's a lot of fights. I don't want to fight that much.
Terry Crews.
Oh, I don't think he's going to fight.
No. But did y'all see how he was out here being more of a
victim?
A person we wouldn't consider a stand-up guy?
With the Gabrielle Union shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see that.
I just saw Dwayne Wade say take his phone or some shit. What happened with the Terry Crews?
All right, so backstory, of course, like I've been off Terry Crews even before like it became apparent. I'm like, why is you doing all this sucker shit? This little dancing, like, you know what I'm saying, all this shit like the Old Spice commercials. I was like, you being a coon. Me personally, I thought that. But he came out and said like some white guy, big producer, grabbed his dick in front of his wife. Mm-hmm. I'm not letting that happen. Mm-hmm. Like, no man is grabbing my dick. Like, it ain't for the role. Like, where I work at right now, if the CEO grabbed my dick, like I no longer work there and I'm
ain't no more
suing
CEO.
the fuck out of you. Yeah. I'm not going to be like just cool with that.
Right.
He let that slide.
For the sake of working in that industry.
Right. He let that slide, said he was doing it for his family, blah, 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 and went on this big rant, and everybody, came up for him. But something about what Gabrielle Union was on, what was that show she was on?
Or something like that?
No, it was like a dancing show.
It's one of them.
America Got Stars or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But some ABC show. She was like, nah, they tripping. And he was like, nah, they treated me all the best shit in the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's like her saying like, nah, he ain't grab your Johnson because he treated me nicely.
Right. He ain't grab my dick.
Yeah. Even though I ain't got one.
But like, my nigga, like, the fuck is wrong with you? Hey, if somebody like Gabrielle Union said it, nigga, I said it. Fuck it. And I'm going with her, even though it's my boo. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Even though that's your boo.
When you and the way it don't work out, you know what I'm saying? Courtney already understood.
The way
we good.
Dummy.
Go ahead, listen.
But
who's gonna point you out every time?
I might.
I just thought that nigga was on the ultimate, like, I don't like to curse or say the N-word, but he was both of those.
Right. Nigga?
So.
And fuck.
Oh.
F and N.
F and N.
F and N.
Yeah, well, it was trash.
F and N.
I don't even want to say much more about it than threw her under the bus and kept it rolling.
For what?
And she stood up for him when he was going through his shit. That's
stop.
Crazy.
Like, doing that shucking and jiving shit for these folks.
Well,
we've been seeing a lot of people jump into the NFL Hall of Fame. Did y'all see Deion Sanders basically saying that too many players are getting put into the Hall of Fame? We followed up. We talked last week about Eli getting into the Hall of Fame. But Deion, he didn't really necessarily name point blank players. But I saw an interview with him this week, and he basically was saying that most Hall of Fame players, you just know that the good ones, it's no question. There's a dog about them. Mm-hmm. You say Ray Lewis, in. Dog. You say this, in. Dog. He said it's a lot of people getting in now that you can't necessarily say,
deserved it.
There's like, it's a, and you got to go look to other factors. You say Eli, you say this person.
That's why I think. That's what I think brought about.
So when you talk about the Hall of Fame, what do y'all think about what it is Deion's saying?
I think exactly what you said. I think he was referring to Eli with a 500 record. Do you think Eli is a Hall of Famer, or was he a game manager?
They're gonna put him in there.
What's the difference between him and what's the guy? Rich Cannon.
Rich Cannon.
Yeah, like that type of
Rich
person.
Cannon,
the difference is 2 Super Bowl wins.
Yeah,
two.
but the
I need Deion to tell me some people.
The quarterback for Tampa Bay when they was running Tampa 2, and who was that quarterback?
Quarterback. Trent Dilfer.
Is he
He's not a Pro Bowl. I mean, he's not a Hall of Famer.
Considered as a Hall of Famer.
What's the difference between him and Eli?
2 Super Bowl rings.
He got what, 1?
And he
did, but he ain't the.
You got to look at the face of the franchise. When you think of that team, you're going to look at.
Come on, man. I mean, you never looked at Eli. And as being a quarterback, come on now, Hooter. Eli wasn't exceptional.
But you were just vouching for Eli.
Me personally, I think
he was live as fucking college.
He was. That nigga crazy. For me personally, I think Eli is a Hall of Famer because he got 2 Super Bowl wins and he was the reason for those 2 Super Bowl wins. Albeit he did have a great defense in one of them, but he made a defining play with it, helped it with the nigga catching the helmet head, and then on the very next play, Eli threw the touchdown pass.
Was that a good throw?
To the touchdown pass, the winning game, yes.
No, to the helmet.
I mean, luck happens.
That's a good play by the receiver.
It's a great play by the receiver, but luck happens. But
he also had a sideline throw from like the 3-yard line to Mario Manningham. Super Bowl.
And the winner.
And
the winner when he threw that bit to Plexico Burrs, it hit him in the stomach.
Right. But,
I mean,
can you name
the moments?
And throughout the year, he was real good throughout that year.
Would Eli be in your top 10 of quarterbacks that you've seen in your lifetime?
No. But there's more than 10 quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame.
15.
No.
20.
He's good. Yeah, maybe. I can't think of 20.
I mean, of course. But like,
it's not 20 of them who have 2 Super Bowl wins.
No, but like, why does, that's
bringing
it up. So Robert Parrish is the best player ever.
What that guy
in the NBA.
No. Rings.
You just can't throw rings in there.
I'm not just throwing.
And your favorite quarterback is Dan Marino.
And expounding on kind of what he said somebody who had a profound influence on the game. He said somebody like a Randy Moss. You're not going to
first ballot.
No. Yeah, you're not questioning that.
Mossed them.
But see, I get what he's saying too, man, because
what did Eli do that changed the game?
With that,
Eli did nothing that changed the game.
But with that, it will be a very limited few in the Hall of Fame too. But I understand if that's what he means too.
I don't know.
If you didn't change the game, you shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. Eli did nothing special. What was he great at?
Within his time frame, who's better? I know there's people.
If you watch the interview, I know we talking about Eli, but they named a few different people, and
I need to see
and Deion was like, "Huh? I don't know.
I need to see that."
Like, see what I'm saying? That's my point. I'm sitting here. I don't know. And he said, "I don't want to." He specifically said, "I don't want to be the gatekeeper of who get in, who don't." He just saying that every year it's like 12 people get in, and he said, "Stop. Why are we making it a number?" Like, it shouldn't be a metric. Every year, 12 people get in.
Is it?
Who deserve it?
I didn't know that.
It's like 7 or 8 people who get in every year.
Mandatory.
And he's saying, stop doing that. Maybe one year it's only 2 people get in.
Right.
And if those are the 2 people that get in, then shit.
He's just saying it doesn't have the prestige that it once had, he thinks. He's seen a lot of people get in that don't necessarily deserve it.
But also, I get that coming from Deion, and
that's what I was going to ask. Is it fair for him to judge? Because he was excellent.
He judged
it's crazy,
and that's why he said
he was the best.
It's crazy.
He was the best person.
But he can't compare people to him, no.
He's not
because it will only be 12 people
and
in
that's
the Hall of Fame.
That's why I believe that you have to watch to get context of everything, because he's not trying to compare anybody to him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He's just simply saying that this is the top of the top. You're the Hall of Fame. You're the best of your position. And he's saying that now we're putting in people that was good. Yeah. You're putting in people that was good.
But also, I think Deion would say, what's my man? Just starting off, my man from Denver, Atwater.
Steve
Atwater should be in. Champ Bailey should be in. Darryl Green should be in. He said even on the same thing.
I thought he got in.
They all in. Everybody he named in there.
Well, except for Sterling. Well, Sterling Sharp. He said
you didn't name him.
He said Sterling Sharp should be in, but he's not.
I understand the hesitation for Sterling though.
I do too.
It's real short, but they got Gail Sayers in there after 6 years.
Right.
Yeah,
that was a different era at a different time.
That's like Jim Brown. Jim Brown only did like 6 years in the league.
I think he did more than that.
I want to say it's like 6.
He quit early, but I think he did at least like 10.
Yeah. But I get what Deion's saying. He's just saying that the Hall of Fame of the top of the top of the top of the league needs to have a little bit more restriction, especially if you limiting somebody like T.O. and then you turn around and say Eli should be straight in.
Now, are they fair? No, they're not fair.
Hell no, they ain't fair.
They ain't fair.
That was clear cut
T.O. should have easily been in there based
first
off his
ballot.
numbers.
Shannon Sharp should have been first ballot. I think he was like second or third.
I want to say, shouts out to the Cleveland Browns, man, on hiring Andrew Berry, who becomes the youngest GM in the NFL. Yeah, shouts out to him, man. Not only is he the youngest, he's a black man, looks like us. I want to say, damn, I don't know his age. I don't want to fuck up, and mess him up. Andrew Berry. He 32. Mm-hmm. Ooh, yeah, 32 years old.
Very young.
And he's now become the youngest general manager, basically became a favorite of the owner, there. And they, they've credited him with making some good moves and being smart, articulate in everything that it is that he did. We always talk about people of color being in, leadership and development, and they're giving him his credit, for being there. And that's
big
how
time.
he got it.
That's big time, you bitch.
Right.
What you say he in? Leadership. Oh, okay.
I hope you're right.
I hope so too, Devin.
Yeah. Dummy.
We got some snubs.
Right. Think you did.
We got some snubs, man.
Huh?
All-star snubs. Devin Booker.
Bradley
Beal.
Hold on. Bum?
I'm just.
I was gonna keep going, but those two guys didn't make the All-Star game.
Booker and who else?
Bradley Beal.
I saw him talking.
They got snubbed.
I'm with Booker.
I need to see Bill's stats. I hadn't seen it, but I feel like
Bill been showed to been
in the East.
Some words I don't want to say.
I need to see who made it over him too.
Well, I know Brandon Ingram made it over Devin Booker as a
that
reserve.
That nigga been putting up buckets when Zion went there. That man averaging like 28, 29.
No, he's averaging like 22, but you got Devin Booker giving you 27. And it ain't just about the points. Like, it's about wins and losses. I get that. And Devin Booker, if you take him away from that team, the Suns probably don't win the game. Zion back now.
Oh, so Ingram is not going to be what he was the first half of the season.
I just don't. I'm not.
Now, I'm
putting
with you that Booker
over
should be
Devin
okay.
Booker.
So let me ask you this: who you taking out?
On the West? B.I. Goodbye. Brandon Ingram, get the fuck out of here. I'm putting Devin Booker in there.
In the East?
No, in the West.
In the West.
I'm saying
New Orleans in the West.
I know. I'm saying the East.
West.
I'm saying the East for Bill.
Shit.
But your gripe is in the West, so that's a mute point.
Yeah.
But
yeah, both gripes.
Somebody scored 22. I mean, even if I thought it was a little higher than that, but that's deserved. That's an all-star. Over 20 is deserving to be an all-star.
I said, it's more than points for me, man. Like, it's how important you are to that team.
It's an all-star. Like, people not really check, like, how often is Phoenix on TV? Nobody sees them play. You're going to see the stat line, but nobody wants to see Phoenix play. What's the other player on Phoenix team?
Another player,
Aiden.
Yeah, Aiden. Shit. I can't think of nobody right off.
So
what that boy name is?
Y'all can barely name 2 people on their team.
Doesn't that make Booker more important?
Right.
But, no, I'm saying, like, okay, his individual stats might be worth it. It's just like they're not on TV. They're never on TNT. I watch ESPN. I watch TNT. And maybe some NBA TV. I never see the Phoenix Suns on there.
What that mean, though?
America, the league, they don't get to watch them. They're not on Sports Center.
But shouldn't Adam Silver know that? Because he's the one who makes.
He doesn't vote.
He's the one who makes the determination about who's the replacement.
No, that's that.
No, it's the coaches do that.
Yeah.
It's I thought it was the commissioner.
No, after the first, like the reserve players,
the reserves
whoever's
are
next,
the coaches.
that's the commissioner.
That's what I'm saying in the group chat. I don't think it's going to be.
I looked it up. Specifically, it's the commissioner who makes the decision on who's the replacements.
But are there any replacements this year?
B.I.
Yeah, he was.
Brandon Ingram.
It was originally Paul George's spot. Paul George hurt, he not playing, so they put Brandon.
And the commissioner
Ingram
said Brandon Ingram over Booker.
Over Devin Booker, which is total bullshit. To me, in my opinion.
Moving on into the dummy of the week.
Dummy.
Stupid
Son
dumbass.
bitch.
Stupid ass dummy.
Big dummy.
Big dummy.
Jeremy Clemenston, whatever the fuck your name is, has owned the East Chicago pizza restaurant for 14 years. Has been affiliated with the chain since 1995. And over the last year, he started kind of weaving humor into his outdoor advertising. Some of the slogans has even included, now hiring must show up. If there's not 30 minutes,
makes sense.
Move closer. Free box with every pizza. Our deep dish pizza is a big pothole. Whatever the shit that is. But this time, this nigga decided to post on his advertising, big ass billboard that said that fat people are harder to kidnap. Eat more Chicago pizza. I don't know if y'all got a chance to see this, but I thought this was a dumbass fucking goddamn billboard. And for that, Mr. Jeremy, you get the dummy of the fucking week.
Dumb fuck.
Dummy.
Y'all some kin? Y'all know you got people in Chicago and shit. You know?
I do. I think there's nothing wrong with what he said. I think
Give him a dummy. Give him
Double dummy.
Give him a dummy, dude.
I think fat people get all the perks.
What's all the perks?
You can't tell them they're unattractive.
Dummy.
Because that's fat shaming.
Dummy.
Shit, they don't get kidnapped, so that's a safety issue. And why would you complain about because you can't get kidnapped? Nigga, you can't fit in the door.
Dummy.
Sorry.
Car crash.
Give him
Car
something there.
crash.
That nigga jump off a cliff. We need to jump off a cliff.
Hey. Like, that sounds like a good time, fool. Think about it.
What does?
You eat what you want to eat.
Mm-hmm.
You don't work out. You don't give a shit about your health. And you don't get kidnapped. That's a great ass time.
Get that nigga
Dummy.
I wanted a car crash.
I don't see what's wrong with that. That seemed like a great time to me. Because I've been on a diet damn near all month.
Why?
That shit was the worst.
Well, have you ever
Because
thought
I cared about my health and not being fat.
Have you ever thought
And you
about
stopped your diet. Why?
And you didn't think he was great.
He didn't even finish it. He wanted to go on to February or something, and he didn't even get close to
No,
February.
I went to February.
No.
So you finished.
I finished.
You just, bro,
But I'm going to start back.
bro, you just had Huts in January.
No.
You just went to Mobile last weekend, bro, and you said that you lost it in Mobile.
February
I was
today,
done
ain't
with my 21 days. I did 21 days.
February
See what I'm
today,
saying?
ain't it?
Right.
Dummy.
I was done with my 21 days.
Uh-huh. We got a new dummy.
But-
We got a dummy, good.
Hey, man, being fat seems like the thing to be.
Is it fun, do you think?
I don't know. But I know when I put on too much weight, it's not fun to me.
You said it was fun. It got to be fun. You said it.
Because I care about not being fat. But if you don't care about not being fat, that's a great time then.
What about those who care about being fat, who are fat, and they trying to lose weight, but they can't?
That's a tough one. I understand I understand their struggle.
No what?
But shit, if you're fat and going to eat pizza, then you don't care about being fat. What is wrong with y'all niggas?
I don't think the problem.
Why, if you're fat, you're eating pizza?
I don't think the problem is with us.
Why, if you're fat, would you tell anybody that you're training that's trying to lose weight to eat pizza?
On the cheat day? Thin crust?
Cauliflower crust.
Do we even know if he has thin crust?
I don't know, but for that, Jeremy, you asked me the dummy other week.
And so it can't get right.
Other than that, do we have any other news or anything else that we want to add on?
Oh, man.
Stream the Lil Wayne album. It's a pretty dope album. I don't think we ever got to the album.
We never got
did
to
it.
it.
Shit. It's a dope ass album. I think I hated it at first listen, and then I listened to it about 3-4 more times, and then it grew on me even more and more and more and more. And then I started listening for clarity. He was much more coherent. You can understand him. He just doesn't sound druggy. I don't mean to say it like that, but he doesn't sound that way, so I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
Shout out Tyler, the creator. I don't really rock with your music, but I like what you stood up for and said at the Grammys. Just because you black and look a certain way, don't pigeonhole you into the rap artist. Like, you're a pop artist, you're a popular music. You create the wave.
Yeah.
Stand up. Hey, I applaud you for that.
Put Wayne on your docket for next week.
All right.
Please.
Wayne, I got you. Shouts out to my dog Rock, man. The Black Masquerade still popping off. Mardi Gras coming up. We'll be in Mobile, Alabama, at the Black Masquerade on February the 22nd, 2020. 3156 Airport Boulevard Road, in Mobile, Alabama, man. So we will be in that thing. He also is doing the Hangover Brunch on February 23rd from 11 to 4 p.m. We're going to be in the building, Port Mobile.
If I come, who house can I stay at?
Oh, you know I got you.
Mine. Come on, buddy.
Okay.
Somebody shit.
Yeah, you ain't got to get no hotel.
I got you. It's plenty of places for you. So just.
You ain't coming, but
Yeah, we just
He's
know that.
yeah.
fuck that shit. It's too far.
Who they gonna
Hour
surprise
45 minutes.
I've been looking for shit to do lately.
You should
You wanna
come.
go
I did say that Saturday. I was gonna
That's
try
the place
go
to come
over there.
take some pictures, man.
Cause I know.
Do
and that's
something.
exactly
Dare
why.
to be
Come,
different.
come a little early. Come a little early so you can spend the whole Saturday.
No, I'm going to Nam Talk Saturday morning in New Orleans, but I come after. Grace bought me this brand new velvet burgundy dress up jacket that I can wear. No,
What is that, velvet?
Some shit. I don't know what it is, but I can wear it there.
You gonna have that paste on like DJ had last
Nah,
year.
it's just straight soft velvet burgundy.
Other than that, man,
I think it's
any
dope.
other news or things we want to add? We didn't really get into our music news like we wanted to. I will add. I got you. I will add Wayne onto the docket. We can dive into the funeral a little different next week.
Maybe can't get right. I like it by then.
I doubt it.
Well, with that, we'll be back next week like we never left, because like we say every week, we never leave. You dig?
You bitch you.
Leave like Wayne should have.
Dummy.